As mentioned, I now have John Sawyer here. Thank you for coming in from the Chamber today.
Oh, my pleasure. We love coming here, so thank you.
Well, we'll have you anytime. We have been keeping up on the show, talking about the proposed tax changes. I know the Chamber does have some legitimate concerns. Do you want to speak to those?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. This is a really important issue for the business community and the 70% of Canadians that work for small or medium-sized businesses. The federal government has proposed the most significant tax changes in 45 years. People have spent their lifetime working, following the rules, paying taxes, complying with regulations, planning their future. And then all of a sudden the government comes along with 75 days notice and says, we're changing the rules.
And those rules will change for people who have already been saving and already working under those.
Yes, people have done their planning based on the rules, and that has all changed now. So the announcement was made in the middle of the summer, a time when people are on vacation. Farmers were focused in bringing in their crops. Nobody was thinking about tax reform at that time. The government is saying, relax, don't worry, we're only targeting the wealthy. But the tax experts and accounting professionals across Canada that we've consulted with have all said that in one way or another, every privately owned company will be affected by these changes, and that includes farmers and small family businesses.
So something to keep in mind is that being an entrepreneur is much different than an employee in many ways. For example, you're taking on greater risk. What are some of the other differences?
So the government says they are trying to be fair. That business owners have tax advantages that salaried employees don't enjoy. But you need to think about this, and it's a very good question you've asked. Business owners do not have benefits that employees take for granted, like paid maternity leave, vacation pay, overtime pay, EI benefits, pensions, group insurance, health and dental plans, things that most employees take for granted. The only way a business owner can have those benefits is if they pay for it themselves out of the earnings of the company. So, and on top of that, business owners risk everything, their homes, their savings. It's just not fair to compare the demands on an entrepreneur and the demands on an employee.
So what are you hoping that the government will do?
So we're asking the government to do three things. First, and respectfully, please stop vilifying the business owners. The vast majority are hardworking, honest, middle-class Canadians who follow the rules. The second point is they're not taking advantage of loopholes. They're following legitimate regulations put into place by previous governments to support and encourage entrepreneurship. If the government is trying to ensure delinquent business owners pay their fair share of taxes, they should be looking at targeted measures and not sweeping changes. And the analogy I use, the government's using a chainsaw when they really need to use a scalpel on this issue. So our second ask to the government is, please extend the October 2nd consultation deadline. Conduct a genuine consultation that includes the business community. And the third ask is conduct a peer-reviewed economic impact study so that we fully understand the effect that these changes will have on the economy.
Well, and October 2nd is coming up quickly. I know there is an event coming up. We'll put it on the screen now. Tomorrow morning, we ask that we can follow up with you tomorrow for comment on that, as the Finance Minister is coming to town.
Yes.
That is taking place tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So we'll follow up with you tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing this with us.
Thanks, Jessica.